Welcome. I, for you, things. I, for you, things bring. Goodbye.
Right. Oh, you some more provision, some more his brethren. No doubt these are not. Should you spot any for? Right.
Too much work.
That was a fight. It heartens. No, immobile. I was left my wound, and yet he, despite my now. Let maybe meet again. Do you want? He's one of the. I can only. But we needn't. He too, and that makes we're not God. I doubt our. Let maybe meet again.
As long as you. As long as you.
Okay. Yep. Next. There's a dragon there. I don't want to play. Yeah, I think the it's a good thing you can't turn that around. Now from here, a bunch of stuff that I can do actually. I love how there's this tiny little spark that appears because it teleports. I think that's pretty cool. Ooh. I wonder, I don't know that I've been down here early enough. So if I head straight to Trina, I think it will fail. I think I get stuck at a barrier because I haven't broken the rune. That's okay. I'll have whatchamacallit. There'll be a grace right there. Hey, Micah Connie. So what are those things anyway? Big stone ships? It's like, what's going on there? Yes. However, I'm not going to be able to get in. I'll just be able to get to the very bottom. Because I haven't broken the Great Seal rune yet, whatever it's called. Once I started down the path, I figured I'll just go get the graces along the way. Why not, you know? Why not? Man. 500 runes. Oh man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Let's see here. Yep, see, there's still a seal. So I'm not going to be able to get through there until... So let's go back to here. And do this. He's still running. So we can go to Bale. That one is within reach.
Oh, you the town lady let us another town. My name is I too. So here's to new. Well, I'm as weak as I've always been. I'm afraid. Sorry.
All right, back to more. And we talk to this guy.
Give this. He asked me to.
And then back to Tholier.
So, oh, I have to say it's wonderful. I don't think I'll have to think. Ah, you two, I'll mix up. If you find sleep is that, then take this concoct for you, for all. So.
Alright, now... should we go play with dragons? Is that next on the list? Ah.
The pain. The pain. My arms, my legs, each lies a bloody ruin. There is I mark my.
Oh, thank you. Uh-oh. Target. There we go. Are we not amused? Alright, I'm gonna ignore all the other bird things, just get to the cave. Now this is where stuff gets interesting. Because... why? That switches me to heavy load. Really? Alright. messy. Very messy. Let's go, pew pew. Jacob Colton. What's up, Jacob? Alright, this is where stuff gets weird. Let's go with you. I'm actually amazed at how many hits are hitting this guy. That's what's crazy. Yeah, those divey guys, there's a few bosses that are like that. A few little enemies that are like that. They're really frustrating to use the knives on. See if we can't reach Vale today. Certainly should be able to. Now, there's a dragon up ahead. Oh, I got turned around. Coffee. That'll do it. That'll do it. Those big goats are irritating to have going after you, by the way. That ledge freaks me out every time. It's nighttime. I was gonna say, I didn't give her the potion.
Picture on the front. It would be the fool and your Yes, now. There you will land but devour. I will in the name. Warrior in a defile becoming a sin's land but seek seal. In a tide of fall becoming a sin's land but seek seal.
So, need autopilot. This whole section feels very incomplete. Someone a while back said that they felt the DLC was just tons of empty space. And this is the one part where I'm like, yeah. I can see this section being big empty space. It feels like they could have done something more interesting. Although to be fair, if they filled it up with stuff, then people would just run past it all. Oh, I got hit from behind. Dude, I'm killing the dude that's killing you. Oh, that sucks. I'm like, why am I taking so much fire damage? The shield should be up. Seriously? Nope. Wrong one. Jesus, this guy. Ow. Holy crap. Finally, you got him rotting at least. Oh no. Hey Alexis, thank you for sharing. This fight always gets me. Yeah. No! Why wouldn't it drink? Oh, you're welcome, Bobby Joe. Hey, not much. How you doing? I can't believe that I didn't just win that. So I was trying to drink my potion, and it just was standing there, and then when it finally brings up to drink the potion, after pressing the key like 800 times, the shield gets removed, right? Oh, crap. It's right in the middle of everything. That's the one that we want to hit. Oh, I got him rotten already. That works.
What a sight. A warrior true, if ever one there was. A fellow Drake warrior. Econ. Piteous Econ. Do you not
Lord.
remember? Conjure your past. How once you were. When fear was yet foreign to you.
Now, the question is, will they both be back or will they both be gone? Because I killed the important one. That's the big question. No dragon. Alright, that works. This guy.
Grant me, take this for skate. Summon me. My limb but a drum. And my skate. Summon me.
Alright. As much fun as that will be, I want power. It's going to be that. And I want resist, which is going to be that. And fire. And Test thread spears. Alright. That actually went way smoother than I thought it would. I ain't complaining. I need 600,000 runes, and Bale is my next hit. Bale's ridiculous, honestly. I'm hoping that this setup which isn't perfect, but it's decent. I'm hoping that this setup will be a good one for defeating him, but I don't want to spend I don't want to lose like 1 billion runes. Basically just trying to get him. I may get him on one attempt like I did that last guy. But I'm going to there's there are a bunch of like excellent weapons to be used against him, but I'm specifically, when I can, I'm trying to use the builds the way they're designed. Although I'm deviating pretty far from the design on this one. I've lost millions upon millions of runes on fights like this, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to shamelessly do some gold farming. Please indulge my interlude. If we're super lucky, we'll get one of these one of these swipes will have golden eyes. Never seems to work out that way. What do I figure I need? 22, 4. So, back to that. We want fire and physical. All right. It's that one. And yep. Use Mimic as a helper, as a caster. Oh, and
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
no, what? Aha. Is he rotten? Jesus. How is this guy not rotten yet? That's what I want to know. Oh, of course. Like, all the way across the arena, right when I'm got my shield up the whole time, and I'm like, he's like watching me the corner of his eye. Like, these two guys are beating the crap out of me, but he's about to drink a potion. Whoop. God. Lame. Alright. Whatever. I just can't get rot on this guy. It's crazy, you know?
a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. Riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons.
All right, that one's on me. But that's why I wanted to get those runes taken care of. All right. It's pretty smarter.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
Yeah, of course.
Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon.
All right. I need to get away from him. That's actually the mistake I keep making. Oh, I'm toast. Oh, nope.
Curse you, Bale! I
What?
hereby vow you will rue
I
this
didn't even
day.
do anything to him.
Behold, a true
That's crazy.
great warrior, and I, Egon, your fear made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
There he goes. Now he's robbing. Yeah. Where is he? There he is.
dread. You shall haunt me no longer.
Nope. Und he's gone. Alright, that takes care of Bale. Did you see that guy go flying? Woohoo! Heck? Where's the entrance? There it is. Alright. Wait, that's not the right spot. That's the right spot. By the way, one of the paintings resolves itself close to here. It's got to go kind of a weird, surreptitious route. just ran right past him. I did. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Takes care of Bale. I think there's not a lot else that I can do without breaking the seal. I guess I can do Castle Enos. There is more. I can go to Crazy Town. What do you think? Can I get rock built up on this guy? I sure can. He's thrown knives. Which boss fight? Do you play on a PC? The NBA. So, I just realized that I have the wrong talismans on. That's what's funny. It's like I beat Bale and then that guy kills me. I had the wrong talismans on, so my damage was all off. Let's get that fixed. There. 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 And there. Alright, that's more like it. Oh, jeez. So the MBA, are you... question still holds. Are you playing PC? You playing console? I think I pretty reasonably asked the same question twice. Oh, thank you, Andrea Core fan page. This will be interesting. No! Holy cow. Tiny weapon versus big weapon. Big weapon's winning. Alright. That gives me an alternative. Which is this guy. Wait. I forgot to pick up my rune pile. And there's like 1,000,000.2 runes in there. Oh, I have to fight this bastard again to get it. Work. Boink. Boink. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. So, this next one... And they've got these guys set up. Ugh. These knives are still fun. Now, what am I going to do with this guy? Because he's just gonna like slunk. We're just gonna be like insta dead. At least that's what always seems to happen. Is he in range? He is in range. Can I get madness built up on this guy? It's one of the big questions. Yep, I can. That's good to know. I ain't apologizing for this. This dude, it gives me more trouble than most bosses. What I'm surprised by is that madness hasn't built up the second time. There it is. They should know their environment better. Now, one question is this guy in range from here? He is. Alright, good. I don't have to jump up there and play with that dude. What? Why? Didn't turn around. Lame. All the way back here. Alright. This is the look of me not wanting to fart around with this again. Because I remembered to open the gate. Son of a bitch. Vile bastards. Sorry, Judy Team Yaz. I do not understand. You swing your sword for crying out loud? Jeez. I like how that guy's just like I get hit? Who cares? You get hit? I sneezed on you. Reset. Try again. What? God. Trying to get that roll off. Got the first one. Wouldn't give me the second one. I have to do all that again. This little section's obnoxious just because you gotta keep repeating the same thing. Spell. Since I'm doing this anyway, I may as well make a couple changes. Okay, flame grant me strength. And Nope. Here. 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 I agree. Those knights are overpowered. Nah. I just need to play smarter. Uh-oh. What is up with that slow-ass hang time? I'm gonna go finish it. First, I'm gonna go get this. Boop, boop, boop. Smithing stone 5, just what I always needed. Actually, I have 22 of them, so yeah, just what I always need. Alright. Now, I want to go back. I want to do some decent attempts with this boss, with the build as intended. Which in this case is going to mean, wait, ugh. One helper for this fight, right? Just one? There's no way to set up a second helper on this one, is there? Oh god, hundreds. Many hundreds. Is there the possibility of summoning another helper here? Only Letta? There have been one or two places. First off, there are summons that I didn't know that you could have on some fights that I learned 8, 9, 10 playthroughs in. And then there was another one where I had never summoned Thrallier before. And then I could. and I'd never successfully done that. Yeah. It was surprising. Just gonna go straight to this. Love that rock build-up. Rock and roll, man. If Bale, Miami Metal, if Bale is industrial and what's his name, Crazy Town guy, the big burning head, what's his name? If that fight is metal, I think this fight, Izzy, there you go, Izzy is like the metal fight. I don't know, what's this one going to qualify as? Some kind of Midra. There you go. What kind of fight is this? It's all flashy. New wave.
You have a knack. I found... He says the truth of his is evident. Go in that forsaken...
Did you meet Mike? They're quite the doubtless, were it not this, the work. Wondering about true enough? Long ago, a cleansing's no wonder that aside, and in this, they will never say just happened, but it's still a... Wondering true enough? Long ago, a cleanse, no wonder that aside, and in this, they will never say just happened, but it's still a...
He's off my screen. So now we can actually go to Crazy Town. I think. There's my horseback dudes. Now... Oh, how close am I? 213. It's gonna be something like 230. 225. So 13 to 25, it's about 12. So 120,000? 126,000. 126,000. It's 100. 80. 80. $130,000. Should get me there. See if I'm over by 4,000. Start working on 8. Yep. 4,300. All right. My God. Holy cow, that was crazy. One hit, just instant explosion of death. I don't think my buffs keep, right? I'm pretty sure they don't keep. Nope. Damn it. Yeah, these dodgy guys, they are tough to hit with a knife. There's been more than a few of these fights that I've run into that. Where these guys just get like really, really hard to paste with that thing. And I didn't notice if I kept my buffs. I'm pretty sure I did not, but why not? to lose free rooms. No, dodge, damn it. You know, the funny thing is that in that multi-fight that you do, Moore is the one that uses rot pots to kill you. It's pretty funny, actually. Since I just killed that guy with a rot. Alright. Okay. Let me think for a minute. No, I have to get through the Shadow Keep to get down there. Right. I'm partway here. There's a... Nope. Damn it. I don't remember where exactly the rune gets broken. Long climb. I wonder. I'm curious what it is that triggers this barrier to open. Has it opened yet? It has not. All right. Bog Village. The rune shatters somewhere on this path. I just don't remember if it shatters before or after the grace up ahead. I think it's after, which is fine. I don't think, but we'll know in a moment, right? So the question is, what can I do, boss-wise? It'll definitely shatter as I head up here. So I can't go into any of the undergrounds that would lead me down here. Which means I can't go to what's it called? Midra. I can't go to Midra's house without shattering the rune. I'm fairly certain of that. Unless there is a set of those tombstone steps that allows me to bypass. But it'd have to be down somewhere along this wall. I can go up here, I think. Right, because I can go... I know I can go down here. Never been there. Haven't really done any of this stuff. Is it even... Can you even get here? You must be able to get here. Been to Scorpion River Catacombs. Been there. Alright, I think I have to shatter the rune at this point. Let me visit everybody and make sure that I haven't missed anything. Nope.
Let me meet again.
Okay, done with you.
You come, you enjoy. I lie. Goodbye.
Righteous.
Alright. It's all done. I guess it's time to shatter a rune. I don't know that I have much choice. I mean, there's stuff I can do, but not anything boss pointed. So the rune will shatter somewhere along this road. There. What's the actual message? Somewhere a great rune has broken, and so too has a powerful charm. That scares the crap out of me. Well, it doesn't anymore because I know it's coming, but even knowing it was coming the first 2 or 3 times, I still got the crap scared out of me. Favorite boss? That is an excellent question. DLC favorite boss. I assume by favorite you mean favorite to fight. Sunflower is interesting. I like Renalia. I think it's a fun fight. Oh, actually, Placidusix, probably. The Sunflower fight is very dependent on... oh, der. The Sunflower fight is very dependent on style. You set yourself up for it, the Sunflower fight can be super hard or not so hard. Oh, hell. Oof. I think once you kind of get the hang of the Sunflower fight, it's not so bad. But it's the getting the hang of it that's the hard part. Look at that! Hey, Sykes. So one of the things on the Sunflower fight is I don't use my physic until... Oh, I have to go through all that again. I don't use the physic until much later. I gotta go through and do a selling thing. I'm not gonna force you guys to like watch me do this online though. Okay. Oh, could always have a katana. Alright, sorry. No, I... The other thing also is the little alcove you first enter into is pretty useful for avoiding a bunch of the effects, because they'll slam into the wall. Oh, that reminds me. Puts me in heavy load. It's not a surprise. Of course the great swords have put me to heavy load. You know what? Fight me. I will not apologize for using the Bolt of Grand Sex. That's actually irritating. Knocking him off the world like that. Again, I will not apologize. So that happens about 1 in 100 times. I get up there, I jump, and then I just slip off and fly. Just... Oh, I'm being goofy. It's one of those... It's one of those... I'm not really... It's a figure of speech. Give you my money? No. What? Well, this is one of the... What's irritating about this one is, like, I do the same thing every time. And every now and then, I just somehow tap a corner that I can't see, or whatever stupid magic seems to happen. I also should have had my, and don't have my, and where is he? There he is. Should have had my, I have a spell that I would normally do this with. Let's go this route. Alright, I want to go back to that guy. Healing. Healing. Yeah, the first playthroughs, I mean, I kind of know where everything is. That's the main advantage that I have now. So I kind of know what to expect, you know? Yeah. I also know what things I need to worry about and what things I don't. And that super helps. Oh, hold on. I need to fix my spells. The heck? Oh, sure. Man. No, dang it. I hate that guy. Pike with Spectral Lance. I've used it with Blood Tax. I haven't used it with Spectral Lance. I assume that's an Ash of War. Spectral Lance. So many headless statues. Ooh. I've got, what, a cool dozen of those now? Speaking of Sunflower. Alright, so... so. Yeah, I usually go with a lot of defense. C. Here's what I want to know. Why isn't my Mimic doing anything? Mimic, hello? Doing that. Oh boy. Oh, my Mimic's doing it. I did not set myself up for success on this one, unfortunately. You'd think this boss would be uniquely vulnerable to Frenzied Flame. You know what I mean? That's what you'd figure, but nope. I want to see if I can make this work, but... nope. Let's try it. recognized my guy was next to me. Oh no. Frostpot doesn't make any sense anyway. Well, this is a really unideal setup for this fight. I've added on a flame damage. I've added on flame damage without actually augmenting flame damage. If I wanted to make this fight a lot easier, I would switch up my gear quite a bit. I'm hoping to actually get the daggers back out, so that's where my bleed procs come from, while my helper does other spells. But I haven't gotten out of this mode where I feel like I have to do spells, so I have to like shift. This is entirely my experimenting and doing a bad job. So let's see if we can't rectify that. I've also got no defensive talismans at all, so I'm taking like maximum damage. Also seems like I'm heavy rolling, which I did not expect to be doing. Get my weapon changed. I'm not a dodge, well, especially this build. This is a tank build. It's designed to actually be hit. Then you do stupid crap like that, or I do anyway. I don't know if you can be in this mode and change your main hand weapon, but I can't. It forces me to do a skill. If I give this too many more attempts with this build, I'll switch to a build that I know will be significantly more successful. I'm going to have to keep my shield up, which means I'm not going to get the hits in to activate any of these runes. Talismans, that is. Well, unless... Alright. Sure, why not? Oh, whoops. I don't see any way that I'm gonna give it a couple more. This guy just sends out so much continuous punishment. Can't even imagine phase 3 with a dagger. There, watch this. Forget the caster helper. Let's go with the healer helper. Weird, it's not. Yeah. All right, so rebuild. That one, and that one, and that one. That's for phase 3. All right, spells. No. You can stay. You... No. Maybe. Alright. This is New Game 11. I mean, it's basically the same as 7. At least that's what everybody says. Oh. guy just survived like 5 of those blasts. That's what I want. So you're seeing that thing on my screen where it says I'm trying to change weapons, right? Never underestimate Blasphemous Blade. Did you see that? Half his health bar in Phase 3. Vike's Spear. I think I have that on me, actually. I do. So this is Vike's War Spear. This is light attack. Or this is light attack. Now the problem is, okay, see how you can use it with a shield up? So this is light attack, with and without the shield. Heavy attack, sorry. And this is the special. Oh, hold on. Let me show you the special when I have FP. So here's the special. The problem is that it doesn't seem to do... what kind of system are you playing on, Andrea? And what level are you? It doesn't seem to be very good against anything but, like, humanoids. Mesmer's has this as a heavy, which is pretty cool. The light attack. And are you on console or are you on a PC? Again, you can hide it behind a shield. And then this is the special. So I'm on a PC, and I'm level 400 something. So I don't think that I can come in and help. If you get a blood pike, check this out. So you can do the same hiding behind your spear. But this attack will heal you. It's called blood tax. And every time you hit something with it, it heals you, which is pretty damn cool, actually. Now you can put blood tax on pretty much anything, but I like the range with a pike. It's really good. What are some other ones? You watch me doing Bolt of Grand Sax. And then one other thing, just generally to consider. If you use something like Anspur Rapier, it's Rot and Blood Loss. This is the Radon build. Basically, you can use the special... well, that's actually a different special attack. Hold on. You can put any special on there that you want. But there's not really any reason to. The Ash of War I have on there right now is Lightning Ram. Or Impale. This is the built-in one, I think. Not a particular fan. Blood Tax is probably a better one to put on there. But in reality, you don't really need any of them. I would actually be tempted to go with, where is it? Royal Knight's Resolve. And then you want to put a blood build on it so that you get the blood loss build up. The actual thing is really fast. The next time you hit, it does bonus damage. And you can just sit there behind your shield all day and just rail on stuff. And eventually it'll just like explode with blood and rot. It's crazy. Alright, that's the sunflower, which gives me an item that I'm going to need at the end, which is this. Miquella's Great Rune. You need that to break the... when you get the thing over your head. The Ansper's Rapier is beastly. But let me show you. Let me see if I can... I'm trying to think what's a good fight I can get into. Hold on. Let me... Alright, I will go up here. Alright. These are going to be easy mobs to kill. I want to show you what this... And if I think these should survive long enough for me to actually trigger what it does. Now, what's interesting with Ansper Rapier is you generally don't want to use the skill. The skill is just there to make it cause bleed. It doesn't matter if you have this skill or not. For that reason, you can switch from this shield to Moore's shield, the Vertigious shield. Alright. So, no buffs or anything. There's that blood explosion, and he's rotten. See that? And now all I have to do is survive, and he'll just rot to death. Or I can just sit there and explode him with blood. And and this is, I have no buffs. I have nothing on that will increase what this thing does. So it's kind of ridiculous. Like, none of these, nothing. It's, someone showed me this. Sleep, the problem is that sleep is a limited value, which sucks. But it's a limited value on bosses. Like Godskin Duo and stuff, it'll work, but anyway. Oh, here we go. Alright, so... Anyway, I have absolutely zero interest in continuing to use the, this item. Go back to my throne stuff. The problem is, the second that I have to have this shield up, I lose a lot of the value of the throne item. And part of what I'm reliant on is a certain amount of heal back that I get from this, plus by two-handing it and having this shield on my back, I get the fast attacks of... I get the fast attacks, but I get the double healing. Once for hitting many times. Again, that's the whole point, is to hit a lot. Here, there's going to be... Here it is. For that. Oh, you know, that's funny. Owie, owie, owie. Heh. Ghost Blade. That is one of the most useless games in the spell. One of the most useless spells in the game. It's funny. Alright, I tried it once or twice. It just, the problem is that it's, first off, it's a spell, not an incantation. And the tanky builds really work better as faith-based, not int-based. And when are you going to use it, right? The problem is that it's the cost of the mana, right? You're paying, well, anyway. Yeah, anyway, I've never been a big fan. It just doesn't seem to do much, you know what I mean? Like, you put it on, maybe if it lasted 10 minutes or something. Oh, here, Mantle of Thorns. I cover self with the impenetrable thorns. Well, they're penetrable. I promise you that. Stuff will smack the crap out of you, even though you have it on. And it's a spell, sorcery, with a faith requirement. It's not even int. It's faith. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Anyway, yeah. And then, of course, in order to use it, you have to either use the staff that will do spells and incantations both, which is not necessarily a bad choice. That's one possibility, so you can use that. But you're giving up power when you do that, because it's lesser than either of the better of the two items. $100,000 for that guy right there. Oh, we are in GoldenEye territory. Check that out. Now there's one of these guys. Isn't this crazy? This gets me to what, Commander Gaius? Is that who's down here? I may have to experiment with Mana of Thorns, honestly. There may be something to it that I'm just not seeing. No. What a crazy path. Yeah, Commander Gaius. I might actually be able to do this guy with the daggers. Maybe. Depends on how much pain I want to put myself through. Consider a few things. He may be immune to rot, I don't remember. But I definitely want to have physical reduction on this guy. Summon myself as a caster. Oh, he's good rotten. Didn't notice. right. So let's do this. Let's get rid of butterflies. I feel ya. This fight's frustrating. Oh, why did I do that? I know why. Because I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna summon a buddy. Summon a buddy if it lets me. And I'm gonna crap. Yeah, magic. Oh, still not rotten. That was good. Ah, rats. Gotta be smarter. What? Lies. Bleh. Oh. And I forgot to do something. Didn't register my roll. What? Bastard. Maybe I do want butterflies instead of... Sorry, in fact, I do want butterflies instead. Hey, it's going pretty good. How are you doing? fucking pick those up, please? Jesus Christ. What? Let's see. It's a blue fire-breathing dragon. Oh, have you actually done the, have you actually, hold on. Boop. Have you actually done the academy up here? Or have you just done the cavern below? Have you done this up here? So the next, the story is a little bit free-flowing. There are things you can lock yourself out of, but they're sort of secondary. The game, with the exception of one glitch that we've heard about, the game won't let you bypass something you have to do. You just may end up getting past something that you wish that you had done, but from a storyline perspective. So you have a few choices. Typically, this is the next major boss that you do is up here. So you should have, I'm assuming the dragon you beat it, you got the key that's right here. You should then be able to go to the gate and enter the gate now that you have the key. If you don't have the key, go back. I'm assuming this is the dragon that you beat. If you did, there's a key on the ground here you want to grab. Go to this gate, go through the gate, and it'll kind of guide you through the kind of stuff that you have to do. And because you're sort of enjoying the game, I don't want to spoil too much. I'm just giving you a little nudge. I would not recommend heading to this area significantly until you finish this area. This is mean. Between the pests and everything else. Oh, nice team. Ow. Oh. What? All right. Why wouldn't you? Nope. Ow. Nope. No, damn it. I took a few tries, but I got the bunga. I like that, Bobby Joe. You can't unga if you can't bunga. If you don't unga, you can't bunga. I like that. Spoiler alert! If you like puzzles and you want to figure shit out, I'm about to spoil something. If you want to not deal with the incredible pain, then keep watching. Alright, so there's a fragment there. You walk up to this, and it says, "Have mercy for the spirited away shamans." Have mercy. Like, I have no idea how you're supposed to go from there to this other thing. Gesturing required ahead. They're giving you a hint, right? Well, it turns out the one you want to do is "Oh Mother." Have mercy. I have no idea. why. There must be some text somewhere that gives you that hint. But that is what "Oh Mother" is, the gesture that opens that. Yeah. They're back in EverQuest, which had an interesting way for quests to work. Quest stages were triggered by conversation, but all they were really looking for was a word or a phrase, almost always just a single word. So you could respond. So an NPC would be like, "Hey, how are you today?" And if you just responded with "good," instead of saying, "I'm doing good, how are you doing?" right? Then they would come back with a response. You go back and forth and banter, and then some of them would say something like, "It'd sure be nice if I had a new pair of cloth shoes." And then if you gave them, you literally would trade with a vendor or whatever the NPC was, a pair of cloth shoes. They'd give you back whatever the thing is, some text, some whatever. That's the way the system worked. There were some interesting bugs in it, but that was the primary method that all of this was kind of set up. Well, this is where things get kind of, I think, interesting. The wizard questline had in it a series of actions that you'd have to take that I know nobody ever knew how to figure out the puzzle. They only knew the answer. No amount of conversations across the whole Norath was the name of the world would they say something like, "Hey, go to Halas and give Bobby Joe an emerald." People would just read the guide, and then they would go to Halas, and then they'd walk up to Bobby Joe and be like, and just trade an emerald. And be like, "Oh, for me? Well, thanks so," or whatever it was, right? "And thanks so much. Here, have this thing that there's no way you could possibly have known that I'd give you." It was just absolutely bonkers. Let's see if... There he is. Hey, Telu, go make him mad. Oh no! Telu did not make him mad enough. Telu should still be the right summon for this. Since I haven't been, I gotta get back on my sea legs. Oh, and there he is. What? That's how it's done. Look, there's someone using the stabby. That's funny. Hey, Taylor, come on. Oh, come on, Tay. Where is my buddy? Dude, stop taking your time. Oh no. Ow. Ooh. All right, I asked for that one. Oh, my timing is so bad. Okay, for those that don't know, let me show you a couple things because I'm in the area. First, yeah, I'll just come up here. No. If I end up deciding that I want to do the Mistress of Fingers or whatever that boss fight is, I don't always do it on a playthrough. The place for that is up here. Well, one of the things you have to do to get to that fight is way down in this area, and I don't want to deal with it right now. God. Elijah. Shark and monkey. Hey, Elijah. Rock and roll, baby. Alright, so I'm going to show you where a couple things are that you may not have known before. The first one is there's an entire area up there But most importantly, there are a couple of key items up in this area. The first one is in the middle of this field is a spell. It's actually can be useful. I've used it in the past. It's right here. It's easy to miss. And basically, it lets you create like a little Erd tree that heals anything in proximity. It's not great, but it's not bad. Second, in this rock formation, is this the one? Is it a rock formation? Hold on, maybe I got the wrong one. I thought it was in the rock formation. Hold on. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? I think it's not in the building. Ah, the tree. Rock formation. It's in the tree. So in here is where you get the golden braid. On Radon, this is an absolutely essential item, unless you're just trying to do it the hard way. That is the level 3 holy resist item. So all of the other resist items, right, look like these. These big shields. All of these, but not the holy. The holy one looks like this. It's the braid. Alright, but we're actually not done here. There's a third thing up here, and this is something that if you watch guides, they'll show you where this is. What you need to do is keep going down. And there are a few ways to do that. You can actually see where you're going from down below. If you remember, one of the Wicker Men is actually down there. See that helmet down there? Now what you want is to get onto this building. No! Ah. Wow, I thought I was a goner. Want to get in here. Now, this is what's important about this. Remember the sister that you fight in the... Where is it? In this place. Manus Metter. This is... Sister, the knight. This is that knight's partner. If you have... Hold on, let me show you if I've got it. If you have this Yolan, if you have this one, you can use an item here to convert it to... You can convert this Sword Hand of Knight Yolan to Yolan and Anna. And you get both of them. So the way that you get this is by getting this and then doing this. And technically there's not much else to see. Other than a bell bearing that you can give the whatchamacallits. And then a chest with Rabbit's Cannon. And now you're actually like way down. how slow this goes. So, see this right here? There is a jump down in there. You could see it from the top of the tower. You can't see it from here. But this is the thing that you break in order for that spirit spring to work. Anyway. Here it is. So this is the other way to get up. Uh-oh. Well, anyway, you get the idea. I do not plan on testing whether or not gravity will kill me there. So, anyhow, that's kind of a cool area that you can go to and get stuff. If I want to do the... Were I to suddenly desire going after the Mistress of Fingers, that would be back this way. Anybody still there? Streamlabs just always says one viewer. Doesn't actually give me anything better. So if you're looking for the boss, the finger boss, God, that's this location. May as well. I'm gonna be heading that way at some point anyway, so. So remember when I said that the sister so she'll be, the other one will be leaning right there. Don't forget to go out there and explore around. Never noticed those before. Torches.
When I am, it is an inland seeing that we allow me. The map, it is said, one's fate. I only wish to help, though I'm not mistaken. You are of. I've given you a white line for power. We studied the you long ago.
So just push through all the conversations. And this is where you can get a bunch of spells.
Oh, yes. Do mind you wouldn't want it is.
Alright. So where he's sending you, by the way, is down here. When you're done with this one, he'll send you up here, which is the place I said I'll do later if I want to do fingers. This is the second one. This is the first one. He'll then send you to a third one, which is under your feet. But that's a whole different thing. And I'm going to stop here and grab myself some lunch. And I will work on additional bosses later. I've got Crazy Town, I've got Fingers, and then of course I've got the whole chain going all the way to Consort Radon. You guys be awesome. Thank you so much for likes and follows. I love the little gifts and stuff people give me. Kyler, thank you. Bobby Joe, thank you. And, you know, please come back and, you know, feel free to share. I'm almost at 1,000 followers now. Yay! So, anyway, be awesome. Have an awesome year, and